Hey guys, it's me, and on the spot again. I know quarantine and all, and I know, and I'm taking precautions. I even have my lotion here. I'm trying not to come in contact with much of anybody, but I do have an appointment outside today. I'm going to look at an apartment actually today, and I am nervous as all fuck. Excuse the French. I'm nervous. I usually like the plan was that my partner was gonna come with me, but um A can't come. A is actually stuck in quarantine too. And since this means more to me than it does to I felt that at least coming to take a look at the place and letting them know that, I'm interested. I'm really am interested. I'm not just calling to hear people's voices on the phone. Um, oh no. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I'm alone. But I guess in a way I'm not. I got my brothers with me, so it helps with that. It definitely does. Sadly enough, I can't use them in this case because, well, that'd be too chaotic. But at the same time, I think I can utilize some of their strengths to be able to make it through this. As long as they let me do most of the talking, I'm pretty good. Well, I honestly better get going. At least get myself ready. So, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Later. 10, 11, sorry. Okay. 8, 7. Here we go. 11. You can hear families left and right here. Come on. You can do it. I can't even be mad. Obviously not a big place at all, but small enough for me. Like, it's just more or less just gonna be me and Xavier. This closet is supposedly a room. So the room could actually go in here. Well, my bedroom. Kitchen here. Bathroom, and my phone's about to die, just letting you guys know. It is small, but I don't exactly need a lot. We don't need a lot, do we? I think I can make this area the bedroom more or less, and then make this my workroom, where the computer and everything else is. Oh, nice. Because I'll be living myself, I don't need anybody else's approval, so yeah, that works. Okay. So I came back and I did the recording for the on the spot for the apartment. And it turns out the reason I had this was because this is the microphone right now and not the webcam. And I'm honestly too tired to redo it because after I was done making that video, I got a call saying that someone needed my brother needed to be picked up. And then after that, when I went to go pick him up, it turned out he wasn't ready. It's like, give me 15 minutes. Well, 25 minutes after, he was like, yeah, just go. I'm like, you could have told me that like 15 minutes ago. Well, 5 to 10 minutes ago, because he said he'd be back in 15 minutes to tell me whether or not like he'd be able to be done. Even though he called saying he was done, and it took him about like 25 minutes to get there. So when I got there, he was like, "Oh, we still gotta do this one thing. It should only take 15 minutes and 25 minutes." Like, just he just waved me off, like, just go. And I was late for my visitation by 5 minutes. And when I got in, it turns out that Xavier's mom hurt herself, and they're in the hospital, and that was gonna be a little bit late. But anyway, I used that time to figure out that, oh yeah, my last video, the last video I recorded for the end part of this on the spot was just like, you can hear me but just barely, so I'm gonna keep this on. So you saw the video. The place doesn't look that bad. It's small, but that's okay because, like, granted, I do seem to have a lot of stuff, but that's only because most of it is really like unorganized, and like like this big thing right here, like underneath it is just like empty space. It looks like there's something there, but it's really not. Like I really don't have a lot of things, and honestly, if I needed to downsize, I could because I've done it before. So I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So we saw the apartment. I think I'm gonna make the one room that seemed small for a bedroom. I'm gonna put Xavier's race bed in there, and hopefully I'll be able to put like a little end table with some books and like a dresser, like kind of like the plastic one over here, but like maybe smaller. That way I can put clothes in there, and then that'll just be his room when he's there. And when he's not there, I can either take out and put my computer stuff in there, like my setup right now, that or I can just put my computer stuff in the living room where I'm going to do most of my living at anyway, because it's the living room. But it looks like, yeah, small but doable. So I went back to the manager, actually, Brenda. I'm just gonna say her name. And she was like, okay, well, I was like, I really like the place, what do I need to do to be able to move to get in there? She was like, well, there's someone else ahead of you, and I'm only waiting for them to come around with their money April 2nd or 3rd. And I'm like, okay, well, I still need to contact a couple agencies. I still need to like talk to my people and see what can be done, more or less. She's like, okay, well, I had a notebook. I really did. With all these notes, here we go. The apartment is $575 a month. And that's everything included but phone and internet, which isn't that bad because I have my own cell phone. Internet's gonna be an interesting thing, but like, potentially still doable. If I wanted to put a hold on it so the other person doesn't get it, I have to put a deposit of $200. Which will be counted towards the security deposit or everything else, I believe. But if I end up not getting the place, I don't get that money back. Like the $200 for the deposit to hold it. If I decide, okay, I'm going elsewhere, they just happen to keep that, which is fine. If I'm really serious about this, the $200 is gonna be just absolute. They have an on-site laundromat. It's $2 to do a load, and 8 cents for every additional for each additional 20 minutes of drying. So that's doable too. It's Section 8 approved, which is great. However, it's in Center County, which kind of messes things up. So I need to call. I realize I shouldn't have said Center County, but like I need to call. I need to figure out if my case can be transferred from county to county. So that's going to be something I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I asked about the internet, not if they had it, but who services that area more or less, because whenever I used to live in Clearfield, a couple blocks away was another internet provider that served virtually the entire area, but where I live. So it's kind of like, what? So at the time we ended up going to Comcast, but it worked. Now Brenda gave me an application that I had to fill out, and for the application fee is $35, kind of like going to college and all that. Now it does a background, it allows them to do a background check and everything else like that. Okay, all right, so honestly, this is my first time actually being able to look at the actual application. It says here, on the second page here, application fee of $35 must be submitted with the application. This fee is non-refundable. A $200 good faith fee must be paid with the application and will be applied to security deposit. Now, I believe the way she made it seem like when I talked to her that $200 is just to be able to go, okay, I'm serious about it, and everything else, hold it for me. Security deposit will be refunded if application is denied. So if I give them the $200. See, and that is weird because she told me differently. I'll ask her about that later. Applicant loses fee if applicant does not take possession of apartment 3 days from submission of application. Oh, that I don't know, but that's good to know. But they're gonna do a background check, so that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to message her and be like, hey, just so you know, something happened in my past. It's nothing major. It's nothing too big, but it did result in a felony. I am still a good person. My PO will vouch for me. I have many services that will say, yeah, he's good, and he might be a lot. It might seem like a liability, but we will vouch for him. So like, I honestly believe that if I'm able to figure out a way to financially support this decision, I can make this work. I can. I should be able to, right? I don't know. I'm kind of scared to tell you the truth, but I don't think it's scared, sad. I think it's like excitement. I think I'm getting that confused. I'm kind of excited, but I'm also worried that, like, what if I don't get it? What if I don't do the paperwork fast enough, quick enough, and I can't really throw in any kind of money until next Wednesday, which kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to talk to Jason about, okay, this is a situation. Help me try to see if this is a good idea financially. And if it isn't a good idea, I will contact Brenda and be like, hey, I talked to some other people, we talked about the resources, and we realized that we can't go forward with this. I'm hoping we can, but if it doesn't, then I'll call her and let her know so that she doesn't, like, hold on to the idea that, like, I'm gonna come back, because we seem to kind of she seems to be understanding, and we seem to have a pretty good, not relationship, rapport is the word I want to use, but I think that's still wrong. But yeah, it's potentially a good thing. So more on that later, I guess. But yeah, that was the apartment, and I feel better, but I still feel nervous. But it's a good kind of nervous. So that's all I got. So see you guys, and thank you for watching On the Spot.